Hi, I'm Sandy, and welcome to Life with Sandy. Well, hello. Today is Wednesday. To think for a minute. You know what? When you're getting older, it's like, ooh. And when you're retired and you don't do anything, all the days run together. But today is Wednesday, October 5th, and we have a ton of birthdays today. Today, I had to write them down. Today is Amy over at N is for Nurse. Amy, I haven't seen any videos from you lately. What's going on? But today is Amy's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Amy. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Ange, my buddy, the brat, over at Smack Vision, who's on Instagram if you want to follow her. She is on Instagram, but she doesn't put very many videos up on YouTube anymore. She's a busy, busy lady. But today is Ange's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ange. Angela. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Henry Wolfin, W-O-L-F-I-N. Henry, H-E-N-R-I. Or is it Henry? Henry. I'm going to go Henry. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Henry. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. I think I messed it up last year too, because I think it's Henry. Henry. I think. H-E-N-R-I. It's also Larry, and Larry's channel name is Larry from Ohio. Today's Larry's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Larry. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And it's also, I got to write it down here. I told you there was a lot. There was a lot. Mary Vitro. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's dark in here. Kathy over at Smoky Cat 100. I think that's still her channel name. But it's Kathy's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kathy. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And last but not least, it's RJ, and that's Kim over to Girl on Her Phone. That's her son, RJ, today, and he doesn't watch my channel, but Kim does. So Kim will let him know that I sang. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear RJ. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you all have a great birthday. And speaking of Kim, Kim is home from the hospital, moving slowly, but she's doing fine. She's put a post up on Facebook that she's moving slow, but she's, that's to be expected. My gosh, she just had surgery yesterday. To be expected. But she's well on her way to recovery. She's doing pretty good. I had to go refill my bird feeders today. I haven't seen that many birds, but you know what? They're sneaking up on me. They're sneaking in there and eating when I'm not looking. You know when they're probably eating was when I'm laying in the bed in the morning because I don't get out of the bed till like 10:30, 11 o'clock. Isn't that sad to admit that? But I woke up this morning really late though. I went to bed about 3:15 last night. What was I watching? I was watching The Patient, which Steve Carell, which I told you that bummed me that I didn't wait till I could just binge watch the whole thing because it's still got 3 more episodes. Oh, I watched this other movie. What was it called? I saw it on Netflix. It was just released. She was seen last, or last seen, something like that, with Gerald somebody. It held my interest, is all I can say. I watched that, and then I watched the shows that I had taped earlier. I watched them. And then I just started watching YouTube videos, too. I just wasn't tired. But Well, anyway, back to my birds. I think what they do is like, well, the birds get up, like you can hear them in the morning when they're chirping in the morning, when the sun comes up. And the sun rises around here, I don't even know, because I'm still in bed. I'm thinking the sun comes up around 6:37, maybe. I just know that I'm still in bed. And they're probably feeding for the 3 or 4 hours while I'm just laying in the bed not doing anything. I wake up, just in my defense, I wake up around 9:15, and I just play games on my phone. I do my banking on my phone. I read my emails. I go to the Google and see what's going on in the world. And I just kind of ease out of bed. It's just, I'm not going to set the world on fire with my world record of jumping out of bed in the morning, because those days, you know what, when I worked, I would get up like 15, 20 minutes before I had to leave out the door, and I was always on time for work. I was never late. I was never early. They don't start paying you till 6 o'clock. When I worked, they didn't start paying me until 6 o'clock. So you know what? 6 o'clock is when you're going to get me there. So anyway, and then, you know, I've noticed I'm trying to find different spots in my house where my glasses don't glare. Now, I have a ton of glasses. I'll have to show you. Jim makes fun of me. He says it looks like an optometrist department. Jim tells me it looks like we're in an optometrist office. These are my glasses that I have in my bathroom. So each morning when I get dressed, I am like, you know, you would think I'd be thinner because I'm not really a fashion savvy kind of person. But when I get up in the morning, I like to have my shirt match my glasses, match my watch, then my shoes. So I'm just kind of, I have like a lot of shoes, and I have like all different things. Although now with my plantar fasciitis, I took them off to sit down. I have these yellow shoes, which who would have thought? And the first shoes that they gave me were orange like this, and I thought, oh, I can't wear orange. Take those back. And then when they brought me the yellow shoes, I thought, well, I'm not wearing yellow shoes either. That's just not me. And that was the only ones that fit. And my foot hurt so bad, I didn't even care. I would have bought the orange pair because my foot hurt so bad. But this is a really good shoe. I give it high marks. High price definitely, but high marks. Where was I going with? Oh, so everything kind of matches. So I have glasses that are going to, you know, like I can figure out which glasses I'm going to wear. But all my glasses, I get a different, the last couple times though I've gone to the same place. I go to Lens Boutique in Sterling. Is it Sterling Heights? I think it's Sterling Heights. If you're in the area, it's at 19 and Hayes. But anyway, I know, and where I live is like, it goes 6 mile, 7 mile, 8 mile, 9 mile. It's all a mile apart, so it's easy to find. But it's confusing too, because 16 mile is also known as, depending on where you're at in 16 Mile Road, it's 16 Mile Road, it's Metropolitan Parkway, or it's Big Beaver. 15 Mile Road can be 15 Mile Road, or it could be Maple. The most confusing, well, not so much confusing, but 20 Mile Road, which nobody ever around here calls it 20 Mile Road. It used to be just 20 Mile Road when it was a 2-lane highway, but then they extended it, and now it's like a major highway. It's almost like an Autobahn, really, if you're going to be truthful about it. But it's also known as 20 Mile Road, Hall Road, or M59. So, you know, in Michigan, we'd like to make things a little bit more difficult. And once again, I don't know where I was going with this. Anyway, 19 and Hayes, where the glasses were. I knew it would come back to that. But anyway, so I got these glasses at one particular place, and you notice that there's not too much of a glare in it. There's a little bit of a glare, but not too much. But I wore them because they match. You know, they match. No, actually, I didn't wear these because they match. I put these on because I thought there'd be less glare. So then, these are the ones I was wearing today, and look at all the glare. It's just, I don't know if maybe there's something I put on it, like when I order it, that I didn't. I think I put the anti-glare in that or something. I don't know. But then I got these at a different place, and look at that. No glare. So these are the ones I'm going to keep on for the rest of the video. They don't match, though. These are purple. It's kind of hard to tell because I'm not wearing purple. But these are purple. It's kind of hard to tell. Jim's only working a short shift today, 5 to 9. So when he gets home, we're going to watch Survivor, and then we're going to watch Amazing Race. And then tomorrow morning, we'll probably catch up on all the Chicagos because we like all the Chicagos. And then we watch Big Sky. Jim and I, we're kind of bummed because like it works out pretty well because like on Monday, we watch 911, The Neighborhood, and Love It or List It. So that on Tuesday morning, we can watch those like in 2 hours. And then on Tuesdays, we watch The Resident and Monarch. And so then, like this morning, we watched those like in an hour and a half. But tomorrow, we got to watch all 3 of the Chicagos, and then we got to watch the Big Sky. And then we'll watch, like I said, Survivor and Amazing Race today. And then Thursdays is Jim watches football. And then Fridays, what do we watch on Fridays? We watch Blue Bloods together. That's the only thing we watch together on Fridays. And we don't watch anything together on Saturdays or Sundays. So it would have been nice if the TV schedule would have cooperated a little bit more and moved our shows around. Yeah, let's think all about Sandy. Let's just think all about Sandy. So anyway, today I wanted to talk about, I want to let you know, because hopefully you can see, I am really in a good mood. I've been sticking to my plan since Monday. I told you yesterday I was feeling a little snacky, wanting to go off track a little bit. I was getting a little distracted thinking I was going to find something in the house to eat. And so I just got out and went for a ride. Just went for a drive. I don't like driving. I don't like going for a drive. But I know that if I would have stayed in the house, I would have made some buttered popcorn. Or I would have went out into the freezer outside where there's ice cream, that we have when we have our birthday parties and stuff. I have a candy basket. I have a cookie jar. I can avoid those. And I have been avoiding them, and I'm really proud of that fact. But yesterday, I just knew that there was a slight possibility unless I got out of the house. So I did go look for a coat. I didn't find a coat that I liked. And I did do a little bit of driving around, and I stuck to my plan. So what I'm going to talk about today doesn't have anything to do with me. Well, it does, but not from my frame of mind or where I'm at right now, because I'm in a very good place right now. I'm not snacking. I'm back to just not worrying so much about my weight in the sense that, I can't eat that, I can't eat this, I gotta lose weight for this and that. And I'm just concentrating on making smarter choices, eating healthy, enjoying my life, not worrying about the scale, not wanting the scale to get larger, like my numbers to get bigger, but not concentrating so much on it. But I have been receiving so many comments and emails from people lately that are just really discouraged. And like I had in my quote at the beginning, I know it's like some days are really hard just to get out of the bed. And, it's not hard for me to get out of bed in the morning. It's just like I have my routine. It's not because I'm dreading getting up or anything like that, or that I think, I'm such a failure in that. But, some days we do have those thoughts. We do. I haven't had those in a while now, so I'm thankful for that. But some days we just have those thoughts where, it's really a really big effort just to get out of the chair. And if you just get out of the bed and just sat on the chair all day and didn't do anything, don't beat yourself up about that. We're all going to go through those days. And like I said, I've gotten probably in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, at least 5 or 6 emails from people that don't comment on my videos, but they send me, they don't ever comment on my videos, but every once in a while they send me an email. And they have sent me an email. So I am addressing you. I'm not naming you because I don't want to out you, because if you wanted everybody to know this, you would have put it in the comments. But you sent me a private email, and they tell me how they're struggling, how they just don't feel like getting back on plan, but they're trying, but they get so discouraged. And I did write a note for myself to just remember that, some days are just really hard, and that's okay. Not every day is going to be perfect. It just really is not going to be perfect. And the days that are really hard for you, try to distract yourself, yesterday wasn't so much that it was hard for me, but I could see where it was leading me. And not everybody has the opportunity to just get in their car and drive off somewhere. I understand that. Like people might have responsibilities. You might have to go to work. You might be tempted at work and things like that. But, because vendors come in and bring stuff, or other people bring stuff. How many people have I don't want that candy at my house because I'm just going to eat it. I'm going to bring it to work. We've all done that. Let's face it, we've all done that. And we've all fallen victim to it too. So just don't beat yourself up. There are going to be, Mama said there'd be days like this. Mama said. I'm not going to sing it because my voice, Mama said there'd be days like, oh no. See, I told you I wasn't going to sing, and then I went and go ahead and sang. But we all have those bad times. We just really do. We all have the days that we've gone off track. You're looking at one right now. I have gone off track so many times this past year or two, and the scale proves it. But through all of that, I look at the good side of things too, because I just think that, it's sometimes we forget all of the good things in our life. It's bad that, like you ran to the ice cream store and had a hot fudge sundae. But think about it. At least you had the money. Some people don't even have the money to do that, so it's not a good thing in the sense that you went and got ice cream, but it's a good thing that, like you took it for granted that you had the money to do that. I just think that sometimes we just don't appreciate just the really little small things in our lives, the things that we just take for granted. I take for granted that I'm going to go to bed tonight and I'm going to get up in the morning. It doesn't matter what age you are. Obviously the older you get, the less likely that's going to happen. But it's just, we just take it for granted. Okay, I'll see, I tell you every night at the end of my videos, I'll see you guys tomorrow. One of these days, you're not going to see me. I'm fine with that because I know I'm going to be in a better place, but I'm not rushing that. But I just think that little things like that, your family, my daughter calls me every single day without fail. My daughter calls me or I call her. And the other day, for some reason, we just didn't connect. For some reason, we didn't connect. And then it got to be like 11 o'clock, 11:30, and I thought, oh, I never talked to Christy today. I feel so bad. I never talked to Christy today. And then I thought, well, I can't call her now because she goes to bed at 10 o'clock because she gets up so early for work. And it just kind of hurt me a little bit that I didn't call her and that we didn't talk. We didn't connect that day. And so I just kind of took it for granted that, you know what? We talk every day. I take it for granted that she's going to call me or I'm going to call her. And this day kind of slipped away from us. And I was feeling really sad. I really was feeling really sad. And then at 11:45, my phone went bing. And it was my daughter. And she had texted me and she had said, I just realized, I guess she had got up to go to the bathroom or something. She says, I just realized we never talked today. I didn't want a day to go by without telling you that I love you. That text meant so much to me. And it was like I said, something I just took for granted that I talked to her every day. I just took for granted that when I was taking care of my mother when she was living here, she was going to die one day, but that wasn't going to be today. And even on the day she died, I kept thinking she's going to die one day, but it's not going to be today. It turned out it was that day. But I appreciated all the things that my mother had given me all my life. And it wasn't until my mother was gone. Not that I didn't appreciate it the whole time. And I'm sure a lot of you can understand what I'm saying. You might have lost a husband, you might have lost a wife, you might have lost a child, God forbid, a parent, anything like that you just take it for granted that they're going to be there. And you don't really appreciate, not that you don't appreciate them. I don't want it to sound like you don't appreciate them being there. But I just think that you just take for granted that, they know I love them. I know they love me. I don't need to tell them. We just have to remember those things in our lives. We just do. I don't know if that has to do with weight, but it's just like I said. And once again, I'm in a very good mood. It's just like I wanted to address these comments because I think that I had this one teacher, Mr. Edelman, and he would always, I forget what class he taught. He taught more than one class, but I think it was like an ethics class that I was in, and he would always say about the people that complain and things, make the the people that reach out to other people. Like we were talking about business, some kind of business things that was going on. And he would always say that, for that one person that wrote to the company to complain, they represent the 99 others that didn't write. So whenever you do anything in life, if you get one person that says something that usually you wouldn't hear in everyday conversation, realize that there's probably like 99 other people that are thinking the same thing. So my thinking is that if I have 6 people out there saying this to me over, not every day, over a course of a couple of weeks, how they're struggling, how they just don't feel like they're giving it their best, how they're just not really trying their hardest, and how hard it is for them some days to just get up and start again because they messed up so bad the day before. I'm talking to all of the people that just didn't write, because I answered the people that did write, but I'm still talking to the people that did write me anyhow, to just know that you've got so many things in your life to be happy for. And as long as you're trying, I say this all the time. I say it constantly. I don't know if I just say it because I'm trying to convince myself, although I don't think so, but maybe it is. Maybe I need to go to a therapist or something. But I really do think that if you don't quit, if you keep trying, that you're a success. I've gained back almost 40 pounds. That's not successful. But you know what? I lost 95. I haven't gained back 95 pounds. So I'm giving myself credit for at least reining it in. I'm not going on a steady path, gaining. I'm going up and down. But, I'm tired of playing on that roller coaster or whatever, merry-go-round. And so now I think that now that I'm not stressing about it, maybe that's just what we need to do, is not stress about it. But I wrote this down too. When you're in doubt, ask yourself why. Why are you so doubtful of your success? Why are you so doubtful that you're not going to continue to be successful? Why do you doubt that you can do better? Everybody can do better. I don't care if you're like the best in your field. Like anybody, like a tennis player, or a baseball player, or a football player, or any kind of person that's successful in life knows that if they want to stay that successful, they have to have that same drive. You can't think, well, you know what, I broke a record today, I'm done, I don't have to worry about my career anymore because I've already broke that record. No, they want to break their own record. They want to keep on going. And I think that's what we need to do, is we need to remember that we can always do just a little bit better. We just really can. And then, I didn't even know why I had to write this part down, because I say it all the time. I'm a firm believer whatever you throw out into the universe is going to come back and smack you in the face. I truly, truly, truly believe that with all my heart and soul. And so I really believe that if you throw out negative thoughts constantly, we're all going to have negative thoughts every once in a while. We're human. That's going to happen. We're going to throw out bad vibes every once in a while. It happens. But I really think that if you throw out, for every bad vibe you throw out like 5 good ones. And then you'll get 5 good ones that'll come back, and they'll crush the one bad one that might be trying to work its way back to you. Probably makes no sense. But I am a firm believer. I guess it's karma. I believe in karma. I really do. Because how many times we see something you think, they're like Teflon. Nothing ever gets to them. Sooner or later, something gets to them. It really does, because karma's a bitch. I'm going to say it. Karma is a bitch, because it does come back. And I truly, truly believe that. So I like to throw out good karma. So that's my plan. That's what I'm going to do. I haven't been showing you my food this week, only because I just didn't feel like doing it. I'm going to be honest. I just didn't feel like doing it. It doesn't mean that I'm off track, because you're going to see I lost next week, because I've not been going off my path. I've been doing really well. I just didn't feel like doing it. And I just don't feel like you shouldn't have to do something that you don't want to do. And I just didn't want to do it this week. That's not to say that I'm never going to do it, because I'll do it again. You might surprise you one day this week and show you my food. Who knows? But I eat the same things all the time. I'm pretty boring that way. But I don't like to think of myself as a boring person. But in my eating, I am a very boring person, because I'm not too much of a risk taker as far as trying different things or making different things. I stand by the old tried and true. But anyway, look at me rambling on here. It's almost 24 minutes. You got better things to do than sit here and listen to this old woman rattle on. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to close the video now and ask you to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm going to live with the full hope of saying, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I didn't mean that in a bad way. I was trying to make a joke, but then after I closed out the video, I'm thinking, how many people are going to realize that was a joke? Because it was a joke. It really was a joke.